episode 16 of Tomb of Annihilation. And this week I think I'm going to surprise you all and let you do the recap of what happened last week, because it'll be entertaining. So
I was so tired I didn't pay attention.
So Durak was tired after his day in the jungle. On his feet all day he was. Anyone else remember what happened?
Some bathing.
We got back to Nyanzaru, sold some stuff, got told by a number of people we smelled too much.
Yeah, we had a bath.
And handed a red wizard over to some guards.
Who weren't happy about it, by the looks of it. I think they weren't too.
Then went to have a bath. Had a bath. Or did we sell more stuff first?
I think we sold everything first.
I think we sold everything else
We
first.
took the bodies to the
Yeah.
church, didn't we, to be consecrated and whatnot.
Yep. Barlin sold some gems. We then went to have a bath. We then went and put some money in the bank. Or some people did. Oh, I did that. I remember now. We met the person in charge of the bank, who's the lady in the palanquin on the picture to the bottom right of the golden place, who also knows our benefactor, Sindril Vane. Get her name right. We then went to see Wakanga. There was a guy from the dye works outside who had received a threatening coin with a triceratops head on it in the mail from the Thikla. Trying to remember the name. Was it Thikla or something like that?
Utepka, I think, something like that.
Utepka, that's it. I knew it was a couple of syllables, which Glimmet knew quite a bit about. The guy was panicked. He didn't know why he'd been given it, but he was going to go and have to talk to one of the merchant lords, specifically the one who deals with the fruit and drugs, something along those lines. We went in with him after he guilted Lionel a little bit. But it turned out to be okay because she's given him a get out if we go and kill somebody for her, whose name escapes me at the moment.
Shago.
Shago, that's the one. Quayothe was the one we went to see, who was apparently quite pretty, or at least her minions were quite pretty. She wants us to go and kill Shago, who is on the other side in the other fort, the Flaming Fist fort. We then went to see Wakanga, spoke to him about it, very frank, told him everything we already knew. Turns out Shago is actually the heir to Xanthi, who's one of the other merchant lords. So it looks like Quayothe and Xanthi have got a bit of an animosity thing going on. We also were told by somebody we're not spoken to yet that Sindril Vane's not doing very well. We sold some more stuff to Wakanga, and I think we left it with most of us with our feet in a bath, talking to Wakanga.
We did, indeed. That was spectacularly well remembered, John. Not far better than I could have done.
I don't follow football at all, but literally from one radio broadcast on Tuesday morning, I can tell you all of the stats for Tunisia versus England and when we last played them and what the outcomes were.
Fantastic.
And I do not like football, but it sticks.
You're like you're one of these photographic memory type people, are you?
But only for pointless trivia.
Yeah, if it's important, you scuppered.
Yep. I forget birthdays, but
yeah. Anniversaries and things like that,
yeah.
No
that
chance.
sort of stuff, terrible.
But who scored the last goal in Tunisia versus England in 1984?
Yeah.
You've got that one dotted, yeah.
Sort of thing. It was actually 1998 when we last played them. Okay. Gareth Southgate was in the team, apparently. So anyway, enough about the World Cup. I'm here to get away.
Alright, so yes, you are lazying in a lovely steaming warm bath with Wakanga in his private residence, his little palace, villa. You've been discussing lots of different things with him. I believe Glimmet wanted to raise the subject of spells with him and the possibility of learning some. He will.
Yes, if he's willing to teach me.
He says, well, seeing as you are venturing to your Omu, and you seem to have, or you think you know where it is located, I am willing to assist you. It would be a great boon for us to know the location of this long-lost city. I'm sure it conceals many wonders, and knowledge is lost to all time. So I would be willing to make exceptions to my usual rule of not sharing things from my spellbook, but I wouldn't make an exception, seeing as you are headed out there, and on the condition, of course, that you would agree to share knowledge that you find in Omu with me.
I will naturally share such knowledge with you.
Are you fibbing? Because he's going to make an insight
No,
check.
it's not. There's no reason to. No, Glimmer's keen to, spread information and enlighten people.
It's a bit difficult. It's a bit difficult to lie when your eagerness to get the information is making you drool. So.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, he might. Well, I can imagine a case where there was something in particular that he wouldn't want to give away, but right now he believes he can't think of anything that he would jealously guard.
Okay, so his only real condition is that you stop drooling in his bath, and I think there's some material requirements and the like, aren't there? So he won't give you sort of full access to it, but he'll give you a few spells from it, access to a few spells of your choice, which you can pick off your list if you like. In fact, do me your best start, your persuasion limit, and this will be how many
Okay.
spells that he.
Does he have advantage because the guy is predicated towards helping?
He.
Oh, he didn't need it.
Oh. Damn you. Okay, that's pretty good, isn't it?
Well, it's just not terrible.
No, it's not terrible. It's excellent for you.
No, everything has to be over 20.
It doesn't. And you're definitely on your best behaviour, aren't you, there today? So you posted somewhere, didn't you, a list of spells? Let's have a look at it. Okay, I'll just say you pick, say, 6 of those. That's it. He will teach you.
Okay. For what cost? Just
For at your usual whatever the expenses thing is. I forgot it is.
in the rulebook.
Yeah, so that there'll be a. And so, my friends, is there anything else that I can help you with?
You see me asking about magical weapons?
Can you make magical weapons from the spellbook? I am afraid I cannot make magical weapons, Barlin. However, I do know where you'd be able to find some for a price.
Do tell. It's me asking. You interrupting Mr. Warburg.
You're all there, so.
Tell me. Not him, me.
Myself, I can only really help you with scrolls and potions. However, if you wish, magical weapons.
As you said that 2 seconds ago, I said, where can I get the weapons? Don't repeat what you...
Do you speak of Ikini Alpha?
I do, he says. And the GM was busily leafing through the book to find out which one he was after.
The player has his Tomb of Annihilation Relationships infographic up.
Ah, much more efficient than me. Very good. I believe that Kinafa has weapons, ammunition, and armor of magical enchantment that
Oh, magical armor. That's interesting.
that she sells. Kinafa is a proud woman, a gladiator in her past. She has worked her way up from nothing to become a merchant prince of the city.
As we have a long way to travel, it may be worth talking to her as well. She is responsible for survival equipment also?
Yeah, we need that stuff.
She is. I know she has magical weapons because she often pays me to enchant them.
It's definitely worth speaking with her then, I think.
Wait a minute, you just says you didn't have, but you says you enchant them.
I'm sorry.
He says you didn't have any magical weapons, but then there now you just says you can make magical weapons.
I can assist in their creation.
What do you have to do?
It takes many years of careful study and intelligence.
We had heard that our benefactor, Central Vein, was here and that she was not doing well. Is there any chance we could see her? Inform her of our progress? And I would ideally like to know how against the clock we actually are.
He nods and stands and claps his hands together, and some servants run to him with a towel. Of course, Cinder will be pleased to see you. Please follow me.
You're Cinder?
Sindral Vein, our benefactor.
Oh, okay. I thought it was some sort of dragon called Cinder. Sounds like a dragon name. I lost connection.
I lost connection. And I'm a GM.
I also lost connection.
Yep.
I
Well, that
suspect
sucked.
the connection has been lost.
Yes. Damn it! Hold on a minute.
Do you remember to plug your wires in?
Well, he must have done because we're talking on Discord still.
That's a weird thing.
That is weird because it just shut. Didn't give an error message or nothing. It just went. Pick.
Maybe you clicked that X in the top hand corner and forgot the by accident. Someone told you to press Alt F4.
It did close down. as if I
Reconnect
pressed
attempt 2 failed. Done.
We don't get the 3, so. I was watching the Conan film, the first one again, and I don't remember it being as bad as it was. I remember I had
It's
such
brilliant.
goggle. It was brilliant when I watched it originally when it
It's
first came out.
brilliant. I watched it months ago and it's awesome. It's fantastic quality.
That's not the one with
television,
James Earl Jones, is it? That's the next one, James Jones.
No, he was in the first one.
So that's the first one's the Snake Temple one, yeah?
Yep.
Yeah.
Spoilers, sorry.
It does with Conan. Most of them have a snake temple in somewhere.
Yeah.
Important stuff. Well, let's back up.
Are you back up then?
Yep.
I'm logging in. So we killed the server by trying to buy stuff. Hey! I crashed server by talking about cinder dragons.
Don't do it again then.
But it does sound like a dragon named Cinder.
It does, and I'm sure there is one called that.
We did have words about a red dragon somewhere down south. So, yeah. Or was that black?
I think it was
I-
red, the one in the
Oh,
dwarf
yeah.
mine.
Yeah, that's good. Volcanoes always remind me of red for the appropriate reason in Warhammer. Red dragons like heat, lava dragons, etc. Giving D&D second edition. Yeah.
Connecting back up.
I'm currently waiting for my character selection to load up.
I think in 5th edition, a red dragon in the area may even cause volcanoes.
Does that mean if you've got a black dragon nearby, it causes
Swamp, I think.
black swamp? Is it? I thought green was swamp. And green's forest, isn't it? Gas loads up very quickly, but it takes them forever to get here. Ah.
Just jealous.
Well, yeah. After the fast internet is something to be jealous of.
Yes.
Mhm.
Here we go, we're all here. Except for Roger.
Well, oh yeah, I didn't.
What's the tourist map of Chalk called?
I would guess it's called the I've got it in my images notes somewhere.
Don't know. My computer's all messed up.
My notes are messed up. My notes do everything in alphabetical order instead of date order.
Is it something on your PC that made it reset? Skull?
I don't know. Not sure why it does it. It's odd because it only seems to get these crashes on this game. I don't know why. Because I'm running a sort of identical one. A game of this Doom or Annihilation on a Saturday afternoons. I don't know. Might be my computer doesn't like Thursdays.
The hell was that?
It's my chair.
It fell apart and you fell on the floor. You
No.
choked in the air.
I was leaning back and it just scraped along the tiles of my kitchen floor.
Oh, okay. It sounded like one of them, them old wooden chairs that you used to go out in the sunshine, and then they just like flip up and put you in the middle. Can't remember what they're called. Deck chairs?
Deck
Is that what
chairs.
they're called?
It was not far off.
Oh, I don't have. My notes are messed.
Apparently, Kerry doesn't have books in his inventory.
Books.
I have the books. I just don't know what spells are in them.
Oh, okay.
Are they identified? Let me have a look. That'll be
One
why
of them.
you've not identified them, or have not identified them rather on second.
I didn't even know you had to identify the books. Well, that's how much I know.
Everything's
It's
hidden
the
by default.
Fantasy grounds.
No, I think when I see a book, I go, yeah, I've identified it. It's a book.
So he was taking us in to see Syndral Vane.
He
Assuming
was.
everyone's back
Sorry,
up
I was
now.
messing around with books. I'll That'll do. All right. So yes, he takes you through. I will just find the map. All right. So you were in the baths in area 8. There, and he will lead you upstairs into a bed chamber. This one, number 11. And there'll be a maid at the door who opens the door as you arrive. It was kind of ajar. She was sort of expecting you to come up. And she sort of silently nods to you and glides backwards into the darkened room. As you enter, you see in the bed there is the wiry frame of Sandra Sylvain. Let's share an image of her, of what she looked like before.
You should
Okay,
have
it's gone.
more than one spellbook. Got the one off the girl and the one off the wizard. So the one off the hag and the one off the wizard, as far as I remember. I don't know if you had one before that.
Did we ever confirm that the Hag's book was actually a spell book?
You did just. You got
I
my
don't have the wizard on there.
my bar, the spellbook. You haven't got the wizard one.
I never had that one. That wasn't a physical book. You know what I mean? Then I didn't have it on my character sheet.
No, because you picked it up and put it in Lionel's backpack.
I'm sure I did it. One second. Try and find the damn thing.
You not having a book before that though of someone else? Because I remember you looking in a book and there was like spells in it. Carrie, way back when we started.
I don't think so, no.
No, the only book you had before that was temporary access to the Book of the Lich, who lived south of Baldur's Gate.
Oh yeah, that one. Yeah, okay. I was way in the starter games.
There you go. You got it now, Clement. Right, that should keep the gnome happy. So the gnome is oblivious to the everything that's going on. There's just the sound of leafing pages and things kind of behind you as he sort of probably bumps into things as he's wandering along reading it. But in here there is a wiry frame of the woman you once knew. The room here feels dry. It's a bit odd in contrast to the rest of the humidity of the jungle around you. Her skin is sort of sallow, and it's you can see her cheekbones. And she's got a really reedy breath as she tries to inhale and exhale. It's like her she's drying up. She looks a little desiccated. She turns with half open eyelids towards you and forces a smile. My friends, please tell me of your. And she coughs a little, and the maid runs up to her and dabs at the corners of her lips with a handkerchief. Jay leaps on her bed. Sorry. Sani, you hurry over and take her hand in comfort, and she smiles at the reassurance of your touch.
Is there a seat next to the bed? Can't see one on the map.
There is, yes, yeah.
Sit down and wait for somebody else to start talking.
Have you had any luck with the soulmonger?
No.
Not quite.
We have information about it. a possible location. Probably the next place we will travel.
Possible location. Where do you think it is?
The ruined city of Omu. The lost city of Omu. Although we have a good lead on which area of the jungle it will be in.
It's not really lost now. So we're going to find it.
We hope to do so.
Is
We
she...
have been told that Razni is at least partially behind the creation of this foul situation.
As you talk, her head sort of lolls back onto the pillow and her eyes sort of fix on the ceiling and begin to glaze over. She then coughs a little and looks around at you all, looks a little surprised to see you there. Says, my friends, it's good to see you again.
Just hold her hand reassuringly, realizing that she's possibly a little bit gone mentally as well as fading physically.
Wakanga sort of smiles towards you in sort of a comforting smile and says, perhaps we should let her rest now.
Yes.
Yes. Let's go shopping.
Wakanga, once we're outside of the room, is there any idea of how long she has or anything that can be done to stay the effects of whatever this thing is?
The priests are visiting her regularly. It is difficult to say exactly how long her time will be, how long she has left. Some say a month, some less. In either case, her time is certainly short. It appears her soul is being pulled back. The magic that once brought her back, the resurrection, the magic of it is failing, and her soul is slipping back to somewhere no one knows where.
Is there anything that restoration magics can do?
Alas, I have tried. We've brought the most powerfulest of our friends and harpers here to try, and sadly it is to no avail. Our usual spells are beneath the curse that is afflicting these people.
Lionel, Glimmet, do you think there is any chance that the gifts placed upon us by the Naga would have any impact?
Unfortunately, I suspect these are similar to what we've tried, but if it gives us some boost, maybe it would be worth it. But not the gift I was given, I'm afraid. I can see in the dark. Don't think that'll help her.
No. I remember discussing with Glimmet, we both chose the same gift.
You both did, yeah.
I would like to try if there's any hope.
We can get hold his hands out with open palms towards you. Of course, you are willing to try if you wish. However, the clerics have tried the most powerful spells that they know of restoration upon her to little effect. But of course, anything. So I'm doubtful whether your magic will help her. But as you say, it may be worth a try.
If you have doubts it would help, it may be better to keep the resource in order to add a quest more effect. That may help her more. Run.
If it would increase the chance of you finding the soulmonger, then I would.
We discussed the location, the lost city of Omu, between the Valley of Lost Honor and the Fire Peaks. Do you know of anyone who could provide us a means to travel there more quickly.
He scratches his
Balin had
chin.
a good idea of traveling around the coast. We would require a resilient vessel.
You
I
would.
thought we were going up to see them.
After, I'm not saying immediately, Balin. I'm just
Sounded like you said immediately.
I
I'm sure you said faster.
I mean, don't we need gifts to get past some creature? Do we know what these gifts are? Wasn't there some sea creature that you had to give gifts to?
I think
Gate
somebody
passage?
did hear rumor about that.
the dragon turtle, Wakanga says. Yes, he guards the bay. Usually stays fairly far out, but does intercept shipping going to and from Port Anzaru. The creature is of immense size, far larger than the boats it preys upon, and he demands a tribute. If you were to meet him, I would advise you give the tribute and keep him happy.
Do you
We
have
know
any
what-
idea what kind of tribute that would be?
It is difficult to say. I believe the creature judges how wealthy you are and how generous you are with your gift, so that there is not a set amount. of
In
what
that case, we need to
please.
find the person with the sturdiest but grottiest looking ship in all of Port Nyanzaru.
Wakanga laughs and says, I like your thinking, sir. Madam. Gosh.
But all this is in the future. We have, we need to go to Fort Valorian first.
I see. Well, if you venture there, I would make inquiries to perhaps get you a ship which would take you there. In fact, I have a contact who may be able to help you. I believe he's staying at the Repose. He is a merchant who represents the interests of several Woodhavian families. I believe he has access to a lot of shipping, merchant ships and other ships. He may be able to assist you in the acquisition of one. His name, and I shall write you an introduction. Sorry, I'm not very witty with finding these things, am I? Never mind, you'll just have to wait, sorry. His name is Lyric Dashland.
Is that Lyric with a U? It's a Lyric with an E.
An agent who has ties with, as I say, Woodhaven nobles and the Lord's Alliance.
Now, talking about the person that, if you don't mind me changing the subject, we had been solicited to assassinate.
Shogo.
Yes. If we find him, do you, one, think he should be informed that someone is after him? And two, is there any particular risk, great risk involved in, shall we say, I mean, we were given the choice to carry out the mission as we saw. If we were to investigate things.
I see you have a dilemma. I'm afraid I do not really have any good answer. It seems whichever way you turn it in this, somebody will get hurt. either the Dai Master or poor Shago. I do not know what the best path is for you in this, though I do think Shago, from what I know of the man, is a very honest and simple man. It would be a shame for him to lose his life. Perhaps you could speak to his mother?
I think that is a good idea. We should at least be told of what her rival is planning.
But this may create yet further unrest. I do not know, and I would prefer to leave it to your judgment.
Well, but could you not tell us something about the possible repercussions?
Possible repercussions? Well,
You know the city a lot better than we do. If we were to, well, either let him know that someone's trying to kill him, or possibly try to protect him ourselves.
well, then you would choose between making an enemy of Coanthe or...
So we either make an enemy of the merchant
Coyote.
lord responsible for fruit and alcohol, or the one who is responsible for gems, jewelry, cloth, and armor.
Something,
I
indeed.
certainly know the resource that I think you would value more, Orbelin.
I do not.
Well, I can get fruit and alcohol should we need it from the forest.
You
I
can
have
get
less
alcohol from
issue.
the forest.
Well, we can. We also have a magic item that constantly refills itself with beer.
That's good.
Hey, yeah, you got that. Just try and work out how you make alcohol in the forest. What are you going to do?
We get fruit and ferment it over time.
How long does that take?
Well, some fermentation is quicker than others, but sometimes. If I look in the right places, I might find fallen fruit that are already fermented. You can squeeze those in, and you can get a buzz at a pinch.
Ugh.
But there are better things.
Well, let's go to the person that does all the weapons first before you start
Yes.
destroying all our friends. Everyone's our friend currently.
I
Except
don't
for
think
Danny Pooper.
Quayothi is.
Who?
I don't think Quayothi is.
Why?
I don't know. Something about her.
Anyway. Stop
But yes,
distracting us from
Akene
myself.
Afafa.
Let's go and get our things. 'Cause we're going to have to leave this place. We need our stupid selves, and let's get out of town. Get out there, do stuff, earn me money. More
Well,
money.
Wakanga says, I'll be happy to write a letter of introduction for you to see Keen Afa and also Zanthi if you wish it. It will help you gain an audience with them.
If you could.
He nods. And also an introduction with Lyric Daishland.
Be nice. The Maui boat.
And my friends, this is my bath is getting cold, so unless you have anything else, I wish you good luck. Sorry, go ahead.
If you teach me sending for free, I will be able to tell you anything, wherever I am, any knowledge that I discover.
You are most persuasive, Glimmet. It would
I won't have to return to port. And given that I may well die out there in the jungle before I return, maybe this is in your best interest.
With your last dying breath and your lifeblood pooling at your feet, I hope that you manage to send me the knowledge of Omo, he says, a little jokingly. So yes, I will indeed teach you that spelling limit. So Clement will be busying himself with that, I guess.
One other thing, Wakanga. There were rumors that Jessamine is suffering from the death curse itself. Do you know if there is any truth to these?
Yes, Jessamine is a very guarded woman. She deals with the some of the darker things that the council here needs to get done. She has not been seen for a while, and rumour indeed has it that she is ill and suffering also from the death curse, though I cannot confirm it for certain.
I ask because we are obviously one of many groups working towards this. The Red Wizard that we encountered was asking about the Soulmonger as well. I just thought that as she is one of the Merchant Lords, does she not also have a vested interest in our success?
You could make that case to her, certainly.
While you are writing introductions, then.
Very well. I shall try, though Jessamine is a little more difficult to reach than the others. However, for what it's worth, I will give you a letter urging her to accept an audience of you. He has scribes write some scrolls, and he just sort of signs them and puts his seal upon them, scrolls them up, rolls them up, and hands them to you.
Hand them immediately to Lionel. I have no idea how to deal with these people. Shago's been added to the infographic. If anyone else needs it.
Ooh. Balin is hovering around the door, tapping his foot, muttering about weapons and money.
Follow him out. We've got the introduction letter, so we can go there as quickly as possible, as long as somebody can lead Glimmet along by the nose.
Well, it takes 2 hours per level to learn these things.
Well, we can say you do it overnight or something if you want, and I don't know.
As long as we get some means of travel that enables you to sit while travelling, we might be able to do it during travel as well.
Mm-hmm. The boat's looking even more attractive.
Yeah. And it's only 2.5 days to Fort Balurian by land, but it's probably quicker than that by boat.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to take 44 hours, and given that he's not lending me his spellbook, I have to stay here for 44 hours. Well,
44 hours? And off just his spellbook alone?
yeah.
Wow. Well, it's nice to
Well, he
meet
could always have given you a scroll of the spell you wish.
Yeah, but that's convenient out of game, but it's very expensive for him because he has to use the components himself.
You got plenty of money anyway.
Yeah, I just spent it all on, but that is spending the time now. That's
where the investment came from earlier.
How much did it cost, incidentally, to learn these spells? I didn't look. I just
1,475
per spell.
Oh, sorry, no, 50 per level.
I was going to say, good grief. How much?
And half cost.
Wow.
50 per level.
Well,
That's
okay.
half cost of it.
Being a wizard's expensive.
Even with a benefactor. Okay, cool. Well, never mind you there. You're going to have a nice, juicily fat spellbook to take out with you.
But
Yeah.
assuming that people don't want to wait around, I have to stay in port, right? For 44 hours.
Well,
And
there's things I mean, obviously we're doing a bit more shopping. If we go with the month for Cinder of Home, and we've got a week, I think, or 10 days for the Fort Balurian thing. So if need be, we could spend some time in port if needed. I know that I can certainly do something constructive with the time, with down. But we can decide that after we've done a bit more.
It would be an investment, I think, wouldn't it, to have Limit with a big array of spells.
Plus, I can make healing potions in down. So
I shouldn't really be getting involved. It's up to you. I'm the GM. Nothing to do with me.
arbiter and all that.
Yes, impartial arbiter of the universe. I should keep stum and just respond to you. Anyway, my opinion is
with
irrelevant.
a day's work, I can make a minor healing potion. Standard.
Well, that's 2 days. But you have to have your sleep in between there, don't you?
That's a work day, not a 24-hour day.
What? He says 44 hours.
Oh, him, yeah. Well, that'll be like 4 or 5 days, unless he really canes the candle at both ends.
I can imagine you being up for working long days.
As long as he doesn't memorize his spells, he's okay, because you need that 8 hours for the memorize.
Anyway.
Can we go to the weapon shop, please?
Get
this shopping bit over, and then I can go back to sleep.
Okay, Akini Afa will greet you in her villa after her guards have taken the letter of introduction to her. And you will find her lounging on some cushions, and she swoops a hand towards you. Please take a seat. You're recommended to me by my friend Wakanga. So tell me, what can I do to help adventurers such as yourselves?
I have a list. I need some bug creams to stop the bugs from biting me. You have any healing potions? And I'm looking for a weapon that will be able to damage a flesh golem if I ever meet one.
I'm sure the mundane things can be gotten from a standard merchant, Barlin.
Look,
We are here.
She asked me
to
a
get
question. I answered the question. Now,
rarer things.
You've been talking to people all day. This is the first time I get to talk to anyone.
Concentrate on the things you cannot get
I
elsewhere.
did concentrate on the things I wanted. Shush!
The side of her mouth curls up in a smile, and then her face sets back to sort of a stony stare again, and she says, "You have known each other a while, I see."
It seems like a long time. Enchanted equipment is what we are primarily here for, my lady.
I can assist you in this matter. I have enchanted weapons, armour and ammunition. Sadly, I do not have the more powerful enchantments, but I do have enchanted items which would, I believe, hurt some creatures who are usually invulnerable to mundane items.
What kind of weapon do you need, Balin?
I'm looking for maybe a nice short bow and a rapier. A rapier would be good because I've got a like silver dagger. I don't know if you can enchant the silver dagger, can you, to make it like more enchanted? Because yeah, that. Do you think anything else? Oh, what's enchanted armor mean? Sorry, not armor. Arrows mean. What's that mean? If I have enchanted bow and enchanted arrows, does that mean that it's even better?
I believe. Oh, I don't think it stacks actually. Usually, magic stuff doesn't stack. It'd just take the +1, I think.
What's this +1 you mean?
I do not think the impact would compound.
Yes.
Hang on, this
Okay.
actually does warrant checking.
It does warrant checking, and I'm guessing because most things don't stack. But
Yeah, 'cause
I'm
I know
guessing-
usually the ammo is a +1 to hit and damage, but then it's one use.
I'm guessing in 5e, what they decided to do was get rid of enchanted bows and stuff and just give you ammunition enchanted instead. I don't know.
no, there's definitely
Weapon +1 would be a bow. Finding-
Okay, so how much would this cost?
See, normally Kerry would have the answer to this immediately.
I don't know.
He's busy. Yeah, there is ammo.
Yeah, we know there's ammo. She just
But
said
the ammo is one use, so it doesn't stack up.
Okay, so can I have an enchant? How much would a bow cost? And what did I? What was the other thing I said? Yeah, a nice rapier, enchanted rapier.
I could do
Where-
a short bow +1 would be 500 gold pieces. A rapier. Don't say +1. Let's see, you get the gist.
Is there a discount for trying to save the world? No, we're trying to save the world, and we've been meeting like nanny poo poos and stuff like this here. It's really, it's really terrible. Crocodiles were trying to eat me. You know, it's a very hard life out there trying to save the world.
Just to interrupt, according to 5e designer Jeremy Crawford, bonuses stack unless a feature item tells you otherwise. Therefore, firing a +1 arrow from a +1 short bow results in a +2 to the attack and damage roll.
I need some ammo too. Just suddenly came into my head.
Okay. So +1 ammunition per piece is 50 gold per arrow. Yeah.
Forget the arrows. Right. 500 for a bow and 500 for a rapier, you said. You said you were giving me a 50% discount.
I don't think I
That will
said.
come
Did I
out
say
at-
500 for the rapier? I don't think I said that. I don't remember.
I don't know what you said for the rapier. You said 500 for the bow. You went away to look up the price of the rapier and you never came back.
I have a quite a few nice rapiers here, you know.
Ooh, what kinds? Go on, tell me. I'm all excited.
Oh, you don't want that one.
Oh, I never know until you tell me.
A cursed.
Doesn't curse? No, don't want cursed.
I told
Unless it
you
make
didn't want that one.
unless it says curse, and you're immune to people trying to take over your mind. Then it might be worth it.
Okay, yes, a +1 rapier is 500 gold pieces.
Oh, see, I guess that. I don't know. People just don't. So, did you say half price?
I would. She looks you up and down to see whether she likes you or not, despite the recommendation.
I give her a winning smile.
Try okay, winning smile roll, please.
Sorry, I thought I was playing War Trip. That was a card. Winning smile. What is that? Persuasion. Yeah. I give it my biggest. I've got an inspiration. I'm going to use it because I want to get a cheap weapon.
Longbow +1 will be 550.
This reminds me of my every time I use advantage rolls.
Unfortunately, that is my price. I believe it is a very fair price.
It would have been better. My dice rolls would have been better. Okay, so that's 1,000. So how many platinum is that?
100 platinum.
Voice in the wind says. Do you take Can you take money out of my bank account? Because I think I've got 50 in the bank account. I've got 50 on me. Did I get more money for somewhere? Oh well, I've got 92 platinum on me. I have 92, an extra 92 platinum on me, plus the 50 in the bank.
So yeah, so you've got a lot of.
That's weird. Okay. Here you go. Here's 50. How much is 50 platinum?
500. So
Use-
100 platinum, I think, isn't it? You need for the longbow and the rapier. Are you
No,
buying
I'm not
He
long.
wants a short bow. Oh,
Oh,
after
sorry.
that.
So because short bow's cheaper, it seems only like 72 gold cheaper. So I will deduct this money off my thing and I'll get back to you.
Might I be able to examine the longbow before I decide to purchase?
She nods and claps her hands, and a servant will come out and bring a silk draped longbow towards you, and will dramatically take the silk off the top of the the longbow to reveal a rather impressive looking item, which she hands to you. You may, if you wish, practice with it in the yard. You'll see some guards follow you closely if you do.
Yeah, I'll take her up on that offer. Basically being not necessarily overly critical, but I'm planning to come back with the tactic of bartering her down some, because of the balance and it not being perfect. Yada yada yada.
Ooh, rapier +1. Where's short bow +1?
No, 9 platinum and 100 gold is 190 gold.
What?
Oh, you meant 90. Cool. Correct.
She smiles as she sees the coins disappearing into her coffers. And would anybody else like anything? Perhaps some armour, magical armour? She...
Oh, well, what do you have?
What do you have? Yes, what do you have?
I have a... Sorry,
What?
I'm coughing.
Go on, say plate armor +1. It only costs 400 gold, and then someone start crying in the background.
Sorry, I was coughing. I have, believe it or not, plate. I have shields, helmets, chain. What do you require, sir?
Well, a shield might be interesting. Yeah, I think I might want a shield, and well, there was also the possibility of, I don't know if she's the right person to talk to, but I was interested in if it is possible to somehow acquire a full piece of mithril armor plate.
Mithril plate.
I realize it is probably a long-term investment for me to make, so if it's even possible to procure such a...
You wish for magical
Not
mithril
necessarily,
plate?
but magical or not, I really wouldn't want to carry around a full plate unless it's, lighter.
Okay. We have plate mail, adamantine. Let me have a look. Sorry, I'm playing around with the forge.
It's okay, I'm just having fun with my chat.
We full plate that you're after, sir.
Indeed.
I have the price on the shield. 101 to 500 gold. It's always the same. I wonder what that variation means.
Oh, it's made it. That's very nice. Oh, and it gives you the price.
Must stand for rare or common or something like that.
So how much
So,
would it be
like-
for the
1,000 gold.
just calculating it with the plate will be on top of. Adamantium
It's 1800 plate, was
plate 1800.
something like that.
Sure.
I know
it was
Lionel
like
paid it.
I thought it multiplied the original by, because it was
Yes,
more of the
he asked for
material.
2,000 for plate.
So interesting that it's come out as 2,209. Ah, mind you, it was because the prices here were higher, weren't they?
Yes,
for
there's an
metal.
addition. Yep.
well, this thing still gives it me a disadvantage to stealth.
Oh,
So,
that was Mithril.
Yeah.
Mithril stuff. Adamantine's, you don't get credit as
Yeah.
much.
Well, at all, in fact.
Not being credited at all is pretty good.
It is, yeah.
The refined longbow, Skellen, looking at it, I can't see the damage bonus.
It'd be on the when you equip the weapon though.
Yeah, I've done it. There's a test and it's not coming up with anything.
Refined longbow.
Let me just check my one. Where's my actions? Long. Oh.
Where are you getting refined from?
I don't know. I dragged the longbow +1 over onto the character sheet to examine it, and it's added it as refined long.
Oh, it might be a template I've moved over. 1 second. You can mess around with all the properties. Let me see if.
Oh, that's weird. My refined shortbow gives me +3 to a hit, where my shortbow does +6.
It might be because it's showing as a melee weapon at the moment.
Ah, okay.
I had to switch that as well.
How do you switch it?
You just click the sword and turn it into a arrow. Yeah, it's basically it's not put anything onto the magic of it at the minute.
it's just yes, I see. Just need to add that yourself, I think.
I wouldn't be able to afford the armor now anyway, but if it would be possible to sort of
Well, the armour you are wearing, sir, looks brand new to me. I could offer you a part exchange on the armour you're wearing for it.
well, how much at this point I was mostly interested in the shield. Then, if you could keep the armor in reserve for me, I will buy it later at some point.
Shield, very well. Let me have a look at my stocks.
How much is just plain armor +1, plate armor +1? No adamantine or anything.
Well, 1 moment, sir. I will have a look.
Sorry,
Sorry,
and shield as well.
have a look for you.
While you're looking, while you're back there looking, can you look for?
Yeah, stop jumping the queue, mister.
Yeah, I've been waiting. I typed this in ages ago.
Yep.
I'm out doing I'm road testing this.
You get the dungeon, you run out of arrows.
Shield +1 is just 500 gold, Mr. Warbling, sir.
Well, 500.
And what am I looking for you, Lionel, again? Sorry.
I was just curious how much just plain plate armor with +1 was. So not the adamantine armor. Who keeps rolling?
Why have I got?
That's Santa just
Ah,
practicing.
okay.
I've got Hunter's Mark on outside, obviously.
Why don't you remove the little stars from the name? That's what I did.
I will do in a minute. So if I buy it on, I'll make.
You've got +9?
Yep.
Got +6.
Said I've got a feat
Mm.
+2 with any ranged weapon.
Oh, I'm +7 now. I should.
Yeah, you should be 2. You should. That's the only thing I've got over you. Is that one? So I think we've got similar decks. Because you ain't put yours up. Could be wrong.
Okay, James still looking at inside his treasure chest. It's probably just at the bottom there, Scale. Just go dive right into the bottom. It's there, down there.
What am I looking for? I've linked the plate armor for you, Lionel. What's am I looking for next?
Just how much the shield and the plate armor were.
The shield is 500. The plate armor is going to be. I don't get why the adamantine came out as less. It must be additional, I guess, to the plate cost. In either
More
case,
expensive than the adamantine.
yeah, I'm gonna have to increase the adamantine. We wasn't going to buy it anyway, so it's probably the adamantine's additional to what the plate armor would be.
Yeah, because
So-
it's an uncommon magic item essentially, but that
Yeah.
is less straight off than normal plate armor.
Mm-hmm.
You rail letter there.
So how much is plate armor +1?
5,000.
5,000.
5,000 for plate armor +1.
Well, if you go to a nice cheap shop, you can
Son
get
of
it for
a-
501.
What did you call?
Nice cheap shop. Something.
I thought Lionel just said Santa.
Wow. Son of a.
You just said it again.
Nearly.
What about it?
I'm just praying to Santa to have lots of money in her. With her.
I'll come back in after having road tested the bow, and as I said, I'll haggle a little bit,
Too late for the haggling.
using bow expertise. Point out the minor flaws which are probably there. +1.
Okay.
Oh, if it's a manifold, I mean it's a plus 0.5 bow then. And that's
So I'm
what
going to
you
use my inspiration
get.
and my advantage. I've only got a +1 on persuasion.
Yeah.
Double 3s, for Christ's sake.
Corbin's more
He
persuasive
is.
than you.
I assume she doesn't budge on the 550 price. Double.
With a 4, no, I'm sorry.
It's all right. So I hand over 550 in the form of 3 gemstones.
I think advantages are cursed.
Why did it only go down to 1? And 300. I need to give her another 250. So that leaves me with 24 in cash.
Is there any way I can persuade her to sell me the shield for half price? Or is that way beyond?
Well, you can make a persuade roll, and I think I'll need to know what you're saying to her. I mean, Sana was saying about the defects in the other one, so you'll have to have an angle or something. Like, why should she sell you cheaper?
And don't use the one I give. Come up
What
with
did you
something
give? I don't know
I
what you
give?
said.
I was saving the world.
All right. I'll go from what the other guy wanted. So you were saying how it has the symbol of the maker, so it could be having her symbol on and to show around the world how fine your craftsmanship is, and that this should come here.
You're appealing to her vanity.
No, that's not really what I'd do actually.
Well, I wasn't
Okay, yes.
saying it like it was a bad idea. I was just,
Okay. I will then.
But that's kind of what you'd be doing. So,
Because somebody in this place has already tried to use vanity and saying that they wanted it.
do you think she's a vain person? I don't know.
Which one is she?
Well, she's a salesperson. They are all.
Oh,
She's
she's
an
got to be vain.
ex-gladiator, worked her way up from the street
Oh, she's definitely vain then. If she's an ex-gladiator,
with those
she loves
skills.
the cheers. She loves the crowd.
You want to start singing a song to her, are you?
All right,
Yeah.
you may make this with
Back in the
advantage
days.
because
in the
vanity is indeed one of her traits that she
Woohoo!
is susceptible for.
You're so vain. You think this song's about
I'll
you.
sing it to her. Only a 10 on. Anyway.
Still pretty
16,
decent.
not bad.
16's all right. I don't think it's good with halving the price, but she'd put it down to, what was it, 500, wasn't it? She was selling it to you for.
Yeah.
Let's say 350.
Yeah. Still need it lower.
Is this because you haven't got the money, or just because you're too tight?
I don't have the money.
How do you spend all your money?
Can I spend? What do you mean? What do I spend it on?
The plate
See
armor
that
is already wearing.
highly polished plate armor that I've got. I don't know if I'm wearing it yet, but that I've got.
Someone else in the party might be loaded. There's a dwarf who's jingling.
Oh, the dwarf isn't jingling as much as he was a minute ago. All his jingles in the bank currently.
As he
would
turns
anyone
round,
like a well-armored paladin supporting their cause and defending them, protecting their asses?
Didn't protect me against that. No.
Yeah, that's because I didn't have this shield. If I had the shield, I'd have protected you.
if you wish, Lionel, there are a few tasks, maybe a little menial, but a few tasks that you could
If
perhaps do
it
for me.
requires killing something, then it's a no. What
No,
is your task?
no, just guarding duties and the like, which you
Okay.
could partake in, and it would. It's quite an honour to have a member of your faith, a bona fide a paladin, at your side for certain functions.
And how many days would I need to be joining this guard duty? 5? How long was it going to take warbling? Sorry, not warbling. Glimmet.
I think if Glimmet really burns the midnight oil, he could have his tasks completed in 4 days.
So 4 days. Would 4 days of my sword and your shield be enough to bring it down?
Certainly, you would you'd escort me to certain functions, and yes, I can reduce the cost for you.
Should we say by 80 gold a day?
Per day, I could hire a team of a small army for this cost.
Yeah, but you wouldn't have me.
He is
You
rather
want the best.
charismatic, isn't he, Lionel?
You want the best. You are trying. You are. That's why you've asking me to guard you.
80 per day. This would. How much would this mean? The
I'd buy it for 30.
She looks you over and says, "Well, if I halve the price for the, so it would be a 125,
75.
75,
25. No, 25. I heard that.
175. It would be for the shield, and 4 days. I would have the pleasure of your guardianship."
And we'll call these 4 days a. I'll test the shield out in these 4 days.
Very well. You seem a man of
shake a
honour.
hand and I will. Well, I don't know if she shakes hand, but I will hand over 175 gold.
She nods. Splendid. We have a formal gathering this evening. You can be at my side for that. So next, who's next?
Yes. There were. I was going to somewhat discreetly inquire about the people whose names I have forgotten. The one who we were tasked to kill and who gave us the task.
Shago was the son who you were asked to kill, the son of Xanthi, the merchant prince here of gems and jewellery and the like, and it was Quanthe, the merchant prince in charge of ale and fruit and things, who asked you to kill him.
Okay, well, I'll inquire about her relation to both of them, and if there's any, without revealing anything about what would be, about the mission. See if I could find out if she would have a stake in it, one way or another.
There's no. Oh, I see. Well, you'd upset her by what you. Well, Coyothe, she seems indifferent. She's quite a stony-faced, mercenary kind of person you think a keen affairs. Coyothe, she says, is openly hostile to Xanthi. Xanthi, however, has not made any move in retaliation, despite the fact she knows of Coyothe's seething hatred to her. And you asked me also of Shago.
Yes.
Shago is Xanthi's son, a guide somewhere. I do not know him well.
Well, so if well, I'm sort of trying to find out how to phrase it, but we could perhaps make some sort of deal to say I can get a discount on things, and I will make sure that we do not serve the interests of whatever it was that was her enemy. I don't know how I will get that across without possibly revealing too much.
I'm presuming that was out of character. He was kind of thinking aloud to the others.
My lady, I understand you have a history as a gladiator, yes?
She puffs her chest out slightly and says, I have won many battles and in my time. A champion of the arena I was in my day.
I heard much cheering from the arena earlier today, and I have also heard tell, but we have not been in town very long, that there are races that take place in the city.
There are races, yes, a spectacular event. The whole city comes out to see them. There are teams of racers who go around a circuit in the town.
Can anybody enter?
They can, yes.
Do you have to provide your own mount?
There are teams which you can join. I imagine if you are willing to bargain and haggle, someone would be able to find a mount for you to use just for the event.
Are you allowed to shoot the other mounts?
No, there is no violence allowed. It is purely a sport of skill and.
That'll be skill for me to shoot the Pokemon.
And is there betting on it?
Oh, the poor Nanzaru, there is betting everywhere. Here, people will bet on almost anything you care to imagine, especially the races and the gladiatorial events.
Looking at the others, possibility, Lionel or myself. I think they are
But
dinosaur races, though, Lionel.
Do you have a mount, though?
No, but
My mount can look like a dinosaur.
if that is what is needed.
Don't forget, it can look like anything.
Limit just popped up out of his book and said 20 gold.
When is the next race? Are they
You
daily?
can't have a spell that does my sort of thing. That's not fair. I thought that was.
Which are phantom steeds, not real. When do the race days take place?
They are at the weekends, I believe.
When's the weekend? Where? What day of the week are we at? We just came back into town. I don't know what date we're at.
We're on the calendar. So
No, I was talking to this guy.
there's the 4th day, 24th of Arturiac, which is... Oh, the Forgotten Realms calendar is a little confusing. I'm not sure when the weekend is, but...
I reckon the weekend.
Is it 9 day and 10 day, or is it in the?
Let's do 9 day and 10 day. That's when it occurs.
So we are
I thought it would be first day.
quite a long way off.
So 5 and 6 days away.
So 4 days to do our stuff.
Be the castle and back by that time.
We could be. Well, we will not be leaving for 4 days. Yeah, the time at the castle.
Yeah, we won't be leaving until the weekend,
Might miss the race then.
unless you want to leave by yourself.
I don't want to leave by myself. Because you want me to leave in the first place, so I don't know what you're on about. Let's go and get our special cream. I think we've all got our weapons in. And our armor.
Yes, I think I'd be interested in finding out about the dinosaur race.
She didn't seem to have any of my armor.
Well, but before we leave, I would sort of need to talk to the group about whether they think it is a good idea to possibly involve. I keep forgetting what all these merchants' laws are called. But
Shago?
this
Jessamine?
one. Are we? Who's the one
Kenny.
talking to now?
You want to know? You want to see if you want to involve her, the one we're talking
Yeah.
to now, Kenny
Because
Arthur.
she seems to have a stake in it against.
Is that not a him we're
Really?
talking to? It looks like a him in the picture.
No, it's her. Described as her by Scallon.
God, this looks like a man.
She's a bit butch. That's a bit unfair.
Akina is definitely a woman.
What did you wish to tell her of the Coyote's desire to have Shogo killed? Shago killed.
Well, first of all, if she is, if there's enmity, then such information might be useful to her, and we could also guarantee not to do Shago any favors, and she might owe us one.
It might be. It's an idea. Perhaps if we talk to Xanthi first.
Yes, let's do that. Okay, I'll just pay the. I don't know how much of a. Well, that means I'll have to find another way to haggle on the shield.
Just thinking. Oh, by the way, Lionel, you still owe me a healing potion.
I don't remember this.
Oh, that's because you drank it when you were knocked out.
I have no recollection of this at all, I'm afraid.
I use my knowledge of blacksmithing to say that, to sort of, talk a bit about the materials and say that it's not really as finely made as it seems to be. Like it might not be. It's more
Some
of a-
flaws in it, yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
So
There'd be a persuade, I guess. I'll give you advantage for your.
I did roll one earlier.
Oh, actually, you can. There's something about using. Well. Oh, you was quite high before as well, wasn't it? Well, you can roll
Yeah,
another one because
17.
you have advantage. You might get higher. There is an option to also use intelligence, but you don't want to be doing that.
No. Ooh, 20.
Nice roll.
There you go.
Okay, so she will reduce the price for you. Since it's so high, you can get your half price without the service.
Ooh. That is very nice.
Yeah, what you should do now is go into the gladiator pit and try out your new stuff. We'll bet on you.
Yeah, why not? That seems interesting. So that will be 250.
What did they say? You had to run against a dinosaur or something? Was that the competition?
Well, it's a week. It's 5 days off, but the dinosaur race, sure.
Oh,
we
not
could
the
make
dinosaur
money.
race. I said the gladiator competition. Was there something about running against a raptor or
Oh
something?
no, that's the punishment run. That's
Oh,
where they put the prisoners.
That's the executioner's run, yes.
That's it. Executioners.
What I think we'll do, moving into here, because it is kind of, I'm going to break after this because I'm done in. So, and then end sort of chapter 1 of Tomb of Annihilation kind of here. So I think I'll do some downtime activities with you just to give them a whirl because we've got some time here.
give us the cost for the cells for mixed up the bugs. So that's the last thing I have to buy, and I don't know where to find that on the item.
It was a block of incense for a silver piece and a gourd of salve for a gold piece. And the salve was enough for 20 applications. So I had that written in my notes because I pulled it all last.
How much did you buy last time?
So there we go. Find it on the list. It's 1 gold piece for a salve, and it lasts. It's got 20 applications.
20 applications, each one 24 hours.
Yeah. Okay, so I need loads of them. So one of them's 10 days. Oh, sorry, 20 days.
Yeah.
Ooh, I only need a couple of them then. Because it's not like I'm going to be away for like ages. I'll buy 2.
Yeah, I ran out because I bought 7 and they were like 7. So.
I'm not going to be like you and share them. I'm just taking them for myself.
The first time was to show you what you needed, and hopefully you'll learn so you can deal with it.
Can you link it to the chat? I can't find it, sorry.
Type in SAL.
You've
Yeah,
got the
it's
right thing loaded up, one of the libraries loaded up.
What do you want linked? Incense.
I can't share.
Oh,
Insect repellent salve.
I've found it, sorry. So, gourd or salve?
Well, no, it's incense or salve. Salve is the one you want.
24 hours, so 20 days that would say for. How long were we out for last time?
Longer than, well, almost that. I ran out.
Yes, and I lost the rules and I found them again now. It's basically you start to take constitution checks each day that you do not have salve when you're out there.
I will buy.
For some reason, I've just increased my cells. I don't know why that happened.
Some. How long does it last? Does it?
Each dose is 24 hours.
Sorry. If you bought some and we didn't use it all, would it?
There's 20
it wouldn't
doses.
go off?
Each one lasts 24 hours.
No,
So
I don't think it.
No, it doesn't go off. It doesn't.
No.
You know.
It
Right.
won't go off, don't worry.
So you can overbuy and you're all right.
Yeah.
I'll get
I
3
guess
then.
I guess
2
it will
months
go off
worth.
after years or something, but you won't need to worry about it.
if you use it after like 40 days, it becomes your whole skin just naturally becomes repellent to everyone.
Excellent.
Well, you did see what the reaction to us coming back into town was.
Yeah, very true.
Okay,
Yes.
and
Okay.
we have some options for you where you can spend your time if you wish while you have some time in Port Nanzaru. So downtime activities include carousing. You can go out and get drunk and generally enjoy yourself. You could try and craft an item. You could engage in crime. You could go gambling. You could go pit fighting in the, well, not in the arena, I guess, because it's pit fighting, but yeah, that kind of thing. Relaxation, you can just chill out. Religious service, you can spend your days devoting yourself to some sort of religious service. You can do research of or scribing spell scrolls, training you can do, or just some work, some labour for a coin.
What's training?
Training is
Long time.
Yes. Yeah, at least 10 weeks. You've not got enough time for that.
You can basically pick up a tool proficiency or an additional language with 10
okay.
weeks minus 1 week per int bonus you've got.
Yeah, so I'd have to add some weeks.
No,
on.
penalties don't add to it.
Oh, that's okay.
But I would lose 1 week off that then.
Yes. Doesn't matter that I'm thick.
We haven't got 9 weeks.
Oh, it's only night. It's only I heard it. Is there any more on that list? Sorry, that was at the ball.
That's about it. So,
Well, who's got tool proficiency in gaming things? Because you can do bets and all that stuff. I don't have that.
I've got gaming proficiency.
What impact does
Gambling
that
provisions, I
have?
think. Or is it cards?
Well, it says
Well,
an appropriate gaming set.
Yeah.
That tool proficiency replaces the relevant skill in any of the check, but the check is randomly determined by the ref. And you get amount back depending on how much you bet. But it's 1 work week of effort. Stake of at least
what, to gamble? To go into a shop and gamble? Takes you a
to
week.
get. That's what it says. Resources. Requires 1 work week of
Gamble.
effort plus a stake of at least 10 gold pieces to a maximum of 1,000 gold pieces or more as you see
Gosh.
fit.
Sounds weird.
for the-
Gamble only
We haven't
takes
got a
like
week.
an hour. You just go into your shop and go and gamble on that.
yeah, I think basically it's just how they do it for the downtime, I guess. But I'm going to say you have 1 work week to spend, even though it's only kind of 4 days, just so that we can do it.
And there's complications kick in as well.
Yeah.
Is my guarding duties? Does that cover my week then?
Oh yeah, you're doing other duties because you're a guy. I forgot.
Yeah, really, mate. Yeah, that'd be
Yeah,
kind
that's
of what
fine.
you're doing.
I'm going to do some potion brewing. So I can basically use my last 100 gold piece gemstone and get 4 potions of healing.
Can I wish to spend my week using my mason tools? I wanted to make a wee statue of Glimmet, and with my jeweler's tools, make pins and put the pins in the statue. And then hide it somewhere.
Alright, so let's do your crafting gear thing then.
First.
I think it does cost money.
Okay, I got money.
Okay. Good grief, it's not about crafting magic items.
Oh, long time. Takes a long time.
So, what proficiency were you doing?
Mason's tools for the statue.
Okay, yeah, off you
So
go.
it's not going to be a big statue. It's going to be a little thing you put in your hand. It's
Yeah.
going to be made of stone. Which stat is that?
Your
Dex,
decks have that, yeah. Okay, you'll make a really awesome likeness of a Glimmet and a statue. However, roll me a D100. You want higher than 10. I love it, Glimmet.
Higher than 10. Wow, luckily.
Just Glimmet, make me a D100 roll. You want higher than 10. Because there are chances of complications while you're doing your various tasks. Lionel, if you want to make me a D100 roll, you want more than 10?
Me?
Yep.
You're still doing downtime. You're just not getting any. Well, you are getting benefit from it.
Sorry, a D100, did you say?
A D100, yeah, you want more than 10. Basically, you'll get a complication if you roll lower than 10. And a D100 roll from you as well, please, Mr. Glimmet, sir.
Sorry for what?
Complications.
What's Warbling doing?
Oh, you're fine. Everyone's fine. You're all boring. Okay, so what was Warbling
Fine,
up to? Yeah, someone will do it.
Either gambling or
Sorry.
some gladiatorial things, I imagine.
Pit fighting sounds fun, doesn't it? Surely.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
does.
Don't use up all my new healing potion resource.
Yeah, I mean, am I likely to get very hurt from that?
Nah, you'll be fine. All right, let's.
You.
If the referee, if the GM goes, nah, you'll be fine.
Nothing to worry about.
Turn around.
That's not
And
like
walk
people
out the
lose
door.
hands or anything.
We need you to make 3 checks, please. That's if you do want to do it. I'm kind of cajoling you into it, I guess. But
What checks are we talking about here?
How well you get.
Well, that's good.
there
That's
you
quite
go. I can
interesting how they
share
do
it
that.
actually.
Yeah, because it's a little complicated because you end up using your hit dice as well, don't you?
Hmm.
But you don't use them. You roll a bonus die because of them.
So while you're looking at that, then and considering that, who hasn't Barlin? What are you doing? Oh, you've done yours, Sherry. Yeah, everyone's done it. Haven't they?
I done my.
Oh.
My half. I didn't do the other half.
Sano, what were you up to?
I was brewing potion.
Ah, right, okay, yeah, and you rolled a 67, you're fine. So it's just
Knocked off the 100 and put 4 potions of healing in my character.
well done.
It only cost me 25 gold to do that, rather than 50 to buy them.
We were going to work out the costs of that, by the way.
So athletics, you get a 19. This is Warbling fighting in the pits.
Don't forget you've got something else to add to that, Warbling.
Weapon?
Why? How?
Because you also... the Constitution check as a bonus. Sorry.
So then you do a dex check.
Dex acrobatics.
Oh, that was bad.
And then a con check. It's got a bonus equal to a roll of the character's largest hit die. So yeah, roll a hit die off the bottom middle of your sheet.
And then add that to a con check. Oh, that was good.
12, good grief. Okay,
Could
I
you just
guess-
rolled it as a d10, because otherwise it does that with adding stuff.
yeah.
Can he be buffed, or is that cheating?
That's 9. That's
It's
cheating.
pit fighting.
100 gold. Has he won? Just like that?
Oh, right, you could, if you want, replace one of the checks with an attack roll. So you could replace your acrobatics with an attack roll if you wish.
Go for it.
Yes, I'll do that.
And Skellen knows what the DCs are, because they're all 5 plus 2d10.
I don't yet, actually. I'm going to roll them afterwards and see if I can beat you.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so they could be
Well, you're
20.
rolling damage
Oh,
as well.
right, so they could be big.
It's attack, not damage.
Yeah.
Alright, so
Nice.
your
It's
final...
19, 30, 19, is that right?
There's a 27, because it's only the d10, not the d10 plus 3 for the recovery.
Okay. So
But still,
19,
27.
19, 27.
Okay, so your
Yeah.
first check strength was a 19, so I need to roll against that. It's 5 plus 2d20?
2d10.
Oh, okay. 5
Cheap.
plus...
Yeah, you wouldn't ever do pit fighting if it was 2d20. 16.
16. Yes,
is
you win.
not enough, so you win the strength. Dexterity, let's have a go at this.
Yes. Got a 27 on... No, he's got a 19 on this one as well.
19 again. Yes.
2
you win.
successes.
100 gold.
And he's got no chance of beating there, surely.
Well, he's
No.
on a 27, so yeah, the maximum you've got is 25.
200 gold.
So you
So
got...
you just got 200 gold.
Well
Nice.
done. However, there is a chance of you getting a complication at some point. You've won 200 gold. That's pretty good, actually. Nice one. You nail hard in that pit. If you'd like roll me a D100, though, you need more than 10 because there's a 10% chance of something bad happening.
How do I?
Oh,
You
if-
right click the D10, and then you'll get ones popping up in the circle around it, and click on the percents. Drop
And
that.
don't roll 10, lower than 10.
Well done.
10.
You got 10.
No.
Oh,
What?
it says
The complication.
it's a 10% chance, so surely that's a
Yeah,
complication.
you've got a complication. Yeah, that counts.
Yeah, this is a complication.
No.
She's going to get 1 to 10, you see. So
Roll on the table.
If you'd like to roll on that table,
Oh,
please,
no.
sir.
Oh,
Oh no. Cheat. Absolutely.
the
I think he cheated.
reputation is tarnished, as if you had a reputation.
He
The
doesn't
problem
look
is,
bothered.
the person that accused you of cheating was called Barlin. So all this has been ruined by Barlin. You hear a familiar voice shouting out from the crowd. Cheat!
I am busy
Northern
carving
tones.
I'm carving a lovely statue, so, figurine. It's not a statue, it's a figurine with little pins in it. So I'm not there.
I'm sure you took 5 minutes out of your day to wander over and shout cheat at him and then go back to start sticking pins in Glimmet again. Try and do each of us in your own little way.
All right, well done, folks. I think what I'm going to do is finish early. I'm sorry, I'm tired. But
Okay.
you've all got a good footing to begin chapter 2, which is going to be violent, I think. And yeah,
Level up.
thanks very much for playing. No, I'm sorry, I can't really level you up now. The next time you'll level up is when you first set sight upon the lost city of Omu.
I mean, that means if we go everywhere in the world, the only time we're going to level up is when we get to that city.
I think if we completely detour, there'll be another milestone.
Yeah, probably. Yes.
So, not. Yeah, so we have to go to the city of Omu.
So, Timmy, you've left it. It's not necessarily a particular cliffhanger, but you've left it on the morning of the day the dinosaur race starts.
Yes. Yes, on purpose, so we can start with a nice dinosaur race. I think that should get us in the
'Cause
spirit of
I
it.
am certain, because frankly, I've read something up about this. Somebody did it in their game and they explained.
Hmm.
It's animal handling,
It is, yeah.
Aw.
and we're in. I'll get a +8, and I get advantage on the roll. So
You're going to be really good at this. Yeah,
hopefully,
there is rules for it. Yeah, in here.
Yeah, well, Glimmet, Kerry's saying his steed goes like 100 something. I don't think any of you can go as fast as that.
yeah, it's still on animal handling, and they've all got particular. I'm sure they're all difficult.
Well, his is magical, so I don't think it's got animal
Yeah, it
handling.
probably wouldn't. I don't think they'd let it in. Magic. Dinosaur races after.
I saw that thing somewhere, but I can't see where you wrote it.
Phantom Steed. Who was that?
Yeah, it's
Earlier on?
100 feet it travels.
100 feet.
Speed of 100 feet. Whereas a normal, like a warhorse, is 60 feet. So
Yeah.
it's a very
I don't know what
fast-
dinosaurs are actually.
What's Jade?
30. She's only little.
Oh, okay.
Only a Barbie though. All right.
She might.
Well,
She might improve at some point.
Oh, is she Jade size?
She's tiny.
Jade size, Glimmet size.
No,
tiny,
she's
tiny.
smaller than Glimmet.
Oh.
Glimmet's small. Jade's tiny.
Okay.
Although she might get bigger.
Why
Gonna
did she
mention
do so
maybe at
much
6th level.
damage?
Because
She's
she's
so
only
small.
she's only doing like a D6, but
accurate.
it's dex based, so she adds that to damage, not strength, and then she adds my proficiency to damage. It's now a +3.
Just ridiculous.
She gets a little armor and things.
D6 +6.
Yeah, weapons don't seem to do as much damage as certain other things I've noticed.
Well, I'm doing a D8 +4 now.
Not until you get the multiple attacks, and then you'll do loads of damage.
Yeah, it's the multiple attacks which is a killer with the fire. I mean, fire is a nail hard. Yeah.
Do D8 +5.